Charlie Kirk did not deserve to be assassinated. But I'm overwhelmed seeing the flags of the United States of America at half-staff calling this nation to honor and venerate a man who was an unapologetic racist and spent all of his life sowing seeds of division and hate into this land. And hearing people with selective rage who were mad about Charlie Kirk but didn't give a damn about Melissa Hortman and her husband when they were shot down in their home, tell me I ought to have compassion for the death of a man who had no respect for my own life. I am sorry, but there's nowhere in Bible where we are taught to honor evil. And how you die does not redeem how you lived. You do not become a hero in your death when you are a weapon of the enemy in your life. I can abhor the violence that took your life, but I don't have to celebrate how you chose to live. I am overwhelmed.
Hello, wonderful good people. I believe all of you are doing well and fine today. For those who are new here and first time viewers, I'm Marvin, and please and kindly feel free to hit the subscribe icon below and follow my page. If you find this video educative, of value and of essence, you can as well share to your family and friends so that they can know what is going on around them. Also, like this video up. On today's episode, our focus will be on this black pastor from Washington on Sunday. Clearly, from his sermon, he was clearly lashing out at Charlie Kirk. No weapon formed in evil shall thrive. Clearly, from his sermon, he is saying that Charlie Kirk was a person who was against the black American community. He was a racist person. Can we say this pastor is racist and full of hate? I have a video here and upcoming videos that will clearly describe how this pastor sermon went on. Pastor Wesley, a black pastor from Washington DC, was bold enough to discriminate America. Why put the flag half? Charlie Kirk doesn't deserve such kind of honor because he was a person who was against and he was a person discriminating the black community. Can we say this pastor is racist? Can we say this pastor is against white supremacists? Do you support such kind of statement from this pastor? Let's watch the following videos and we'll come back at the end with more commentary and we'll get to understand why this pastor made such kind of sermon. He should be focusing on things that face American people in this church. Let's watch the following videos and we'll come back at the end with more commentary.
Today I heard Pastor Howard John Wesley summarize so well how many of us feel about CK. And you know who CK is. He said that nowhere in the Bible we are taught to honor evil. And that was... He also said that, how you die does not redeem how you live your life. And that really stuck to me because we know how CK lived his life. His life was full of, racism, hatred, divisiveness, just no love towards the other side. He also said that you don't become a hero in your death when you were the weapon of the enemy in your life. And that was, we all feel, that CK was doing something else that he was not supposed to be doing. He brought the bad things especially out of religion. He brought religion with him, but he brought it as a weapon, not as a tool as a tool of love, it was the opposite, quite the opposite.
I've seen a number of people up and down my For You page who have been complaining about the sermon they heard this morning in church following Charlie Kirk's murder. And I don't know the details of these sermons, but I imagine that these might be churches who are not delivering a comprehensive teaching of the word, and comprehensive being the most important part. So if this is you, or if you are just looking for a really great message following all of the events of this past week, I encourage you to look up Reverend Dr. Howard John Wesley of Alfred Street Baptist Church in Alexandria, Virginia. Those that know Pastor Wesley love him. Those that are members of Alfred Street love him. I have been a proud member of Alfred Street for over a decade. And learning from Pastor Wesley over the past decade plus has been such a privilege. He is such a great teacher, and he really encourages his congregation to read the word daily. He's always like, read your Bible, you'll be a better Christian, and not us creating our own interpretations of the word that are comforting to us or might make sense to us, but to really understand what God is saying to us and how that should show up in our lives, how we should show up in the world as Christians. Today, he preached from Psalm 61, 1-4, and I encourage you, when you have a minute, to check out his sermon. It was phenomenal, as it always is. And
I just watched a black pastor, Pastor Howard Samuel Wesley, I believe his name is, give up and give a sermon saying that Charlie Kirk didn't deserve to be honored. And I've seen this from a few black pastors who are on the wrong side of this issue. They're on the side of people who are trans and burning down the country and who are glorifying somebody's death. But they're possessed. These black churches, a lot of them, not all black pastors, some great black pastors in our country who love God and who do not. So I'm not generalizing. But the black church is full of hate and racism. A lot of it, like 60%, is full of hate and racism, where it's more important what color your skin is than your fear, who you bring into Christ, all that type of stuff. I've been around the black church my whole life, and I can say with certainty, a lot of our pastors are not living what they preach. Some of them are, but a lot of them aren't, right? We have the Leandria Johnsons, and I'm calling them out. The Leandria Johnsons that are getting DUIs and drinking while driving, but they are never questioned on their walk with the Lord by the African American community or the church. But you have a man that preached the real gospel, didn't preach a white gospel or black gospel, won people to the Lord, told people about the resurrection. But because there are clips that have went around where he challenged black people or challenged the black community, all of a sudden he's not a Christian and he's such a KKK and racist because they watch too much CNN. The black church, many of them are disgusting and racist, and it's period. And God is not pleased when on a day where you should preach healing and unity to your congregation, to tell them to condemn the hatred of anybody, because God even says in the word, take no celebration in the wicked when the wicked perishes, right? He tells us to love our enemies. This is the gospel of love. But to stand up and preach a race gospel, to say this man doesn't deserve one, all lives deserve honor, right? But Charlie Kirk was a big figure in this country to some people. It might not have been to you, but there are millions of people who loved him and that feel like he made an impact on the world. I'm disgusted with the black church. I'm disgusted with my people, with many in the black church, and it's disgusting.
If you're still here with me, thank you, and God bless you, and God protect your family from all kinds of evil. With the videos we just watched, I clearly asked a question: is words from Pastor Ed Wesley full of hate? Is he a racist black pastor? Are his ideologies rhyming to those of you what you think? Why would he make such kind of remarks? Is he a racist person? Clearly, we all know Charlie Kirk lived his whole life discriminating the black American community. He was a racist person. He was against the black people in America. Now he's dead. This black pastor from Washington, Pastor Wesley, came forward to his congregation through his sermon on Sunday and said that Charlie Kirk doesn't deserve such kind of honor from the American government. Charlie Kirk clearly was against the black American community. Now, he died by the bullet, and it is not from the black American people, it was from the white American people. Clearly, you should be on the watch out. This black pastor should be focusing on matters of the word. He should not be discriminating the death of Charlie Kirk. He should not be making such kind of remarks. We all know Charlie Kirk was not a good person while he was alive, but many people were into his interviews. Many people attended his conference because he was also a person who spoke out of his heart. What do you think about this episode? Is this black pastor right? Can we say the remarks of this black pastor, Pastor Wesley, was remarks that are full of hatred? Is this racist remarks? Let me know what you think about this episode, and I will humbly respond to you people. Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe icon below and follow my page. And thank you for watching. See you on the next episode, family. Goodbye.